Most of us are defined by the tree from which we came. And so you know a little bit about the tree. Let me tell you a little bit about the apple. The apple might be me. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, as you might already know. I have a PhD in finance, which was one of the hardest things in life for me to ever do. I studied finance in school because I wanted to understand money, because I didn't have any money. And I figured that if I studied money and learned about money, somebody would pay me money to talk about money. One of the interesting things that I learned along the way, and I wrote my dissertation on financial psychology, my relationship with money was not as hard and fast as I thought it was. It wasn't something where I needed as much money as I could possibly have, and I wanted to sort of worship money, because that's what we have in America. We have a capitalist society where people are taught and trained to worship money. And I'm going to talk to you in a while about why that's just a bad trap to kind of get caught in. I found that money was important to me because I didn't have any, almost the way a bathroom is really important to you when you have to go, but it's not important to you anymore after you've already went. After I got my PhD in finance, I went to Syracuse University, and I taught at Syracuse University for 13 years. Before that, I taught at the University of Kentucky, the Ohio State University, Indiana University, the University of Rochester. So I've taught a lot of people. I've taught literally thousands of students over the years, a lot of students who've gone on to do things on Wall Street, to start their own businesses, to become CFOs of companies and things like that. And so I learned a little bit about money, and I just want you to give you that background so you'll just kind of know where this is coming from. And one of the things that excites me about teaching you and talking to you about Black economic empowerment in this context is that I realized that I was blessed with the opportunity to take the fundamental lessons that my grandmother gave me, which I was still getting even after I finished my PhD. Even when I'm teaching students and I'm thinking I know everything, my grandmother's still giving me financial advice. Once I took that and laced that with my expertise, I found that it became a complete package. Because one thing that my grandmother really taught me is that good financial choices really are exactly that. They're choices. Your financial situation is as much about your personality as it is about your financial wherewithal. There are a whole lot of people who have a whole lot of money and who have a whole lot of expertise who are in very bad financial situations. It's almost like the fact that knowing that a candy bar is not healthy is not going to stop people from eating the candy bar. So the knowledge, the information, the education is that first step. But then at that point, the psychology comes into play in terms of making a decision to follow the advice that you either have been given or the advice that you're given.